All right, everyone. Here we are with ticker symbol NKLA, Nikola Corporation. And before I jump into this chart, I do want to state some things. And the first thing is, welcome to all my first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to my channel, Invest for Tomorrow. Hope you guys find this video helpful and informative, and it means you well. To all my subscribers, I want to say thank you. Thank you for your support and recognition to my efforts. Let's jump into this chart. So, very bullish run, broke through the 50-day moving average, reached new highs, and created a resistance, and that resistance needed to be broken by the bulls. Unfortunately, turned out to be dominated by the bears, and the whole entire day was controlled by the bears. You can clearly see it in the downward trend, and every single candlestick here throughout the day was red. That is a dominated candlestick by the bears. The bulls tried their best to keep it high and keep it up by trying to level it off, and they were able to level it off at the end of the day. The last candlestick is a drop of bulls. Could that be a catalyst for the bulls to use this as momentum now and have an opportunity to reach newer highs? Possibly, but we're going to have to see what's important for tomorrow. So this closed out at 42.84. It broke support and it created a new support level, and it's fairly close to the closing price. And our resistance would ideally be right here, slightly above the closing price, but I am going to use one of these bearish candlesticks, and it's the highest point that the bulls were able to make it throughout this downward trend, because every single one of these was dominated by the bears, and this is the only leveling off where the candlestick had an open and a close, but a high and a low, and this was the highest high throughout this process of obviously the bears dominating the day. So ideally, the true resistance level isn't even the one we're going to be looking at, but this resistance level will let you know if it's on its way to the resistance level. And in this case, the 50-day moving average is 46.81. Very important to bear in mind and keep in mind. And this is the true resistance levels. Why do I call it the true resistance level? Well, as long as this stays below the 50-day moving average, the bears are in control, and the bulls need to get back into bullish territory. So the way to break through the 50-day moving average, turn into support, and get into bullish territory is by breaking the 50-day moving average. Once the bulls get through that point, they need to start to create new support levels by breaking new resistance levels and hitting newer highs. But before being able to get to the 50-day moving average, the first point will be 44.55, and this is a resistance level that will need to be broken and turn into support so that the bulls can start to work their way back up. But even if this gets broken through and turned into support, does not necessarily mean that the bulls have gained control and they're going to make it back into bullish territory. We won't know that until 46.81 is clearly broken through, tested, and turned into support. I want you guys to bear that in mind. This is the most important point for the bulls to get back into bullish territory and have a catalyst from there by using the support to start to continue a rally or even form a rally. But before getting there, if 45.55 gets broken through and turned into support, at least you know in which direction this is going and if the bulls have a chance to get out of this bearish territory. On the other side of things, the lowest point of the day after this very bearish run is 42.18. It closed out at 42.84. 42.18 is what the bears want to break through, and if they can break through that support, they will bring this further away from the 50-day moving average and start to test newer lows and new support levels. Now, if support gets broken through, I'd pay very close attention to it because of how this behavior was controlled by the bears today, and I'd pay very close attention who is dominating this at the beginning of the day tomorrow and throughout the day. So if support gets broken, 42.18, I'd pay very close attention to the stock. Now, two things can happen. The bears dominate it again and test new lows and new support levels, or the bulls reappear and can actually use the prices down here, look at it as a discount or as an opportunity to jump in and rally up. But until the bulls break 46.81, any rally that happens in bearish territory below the 50-day moving average is not significant in the sense of the bulls recovering control to test newer highs. Now, that will be good for the bulls because they can use that momentum if it happens throughout the day to go ahead and continue to work their way back up. If this was to test new lows and the bulls reappear and bring it back up, but clearly, until the 50-day moving average is broken through, the bulls have no control here, and the bears are dominating this. We're going to have to see how this plays out. Keep in mind the resistance levels and the support and the 50-day moving average, and we will see how it turns out. Share this with your friends and community. Don't forget to hit the like button and let me know you watched this video. If you feel inclined or encouraged to subscribe, don't forget to click on the bell to go ahead and receive all notifications on my videos. You won't miss a single video update on my chart analysis, and that way you guys will be notified. Thank you guys so much for watching.